Few interpersonal areas have been and continue to be researched more than attraction. What factors influence our choice of partner? How strongly do childhood, family, and upbringing shape us? Who really decides who we ultimately choose? We now know that hormones play a not insignificant role in this, but there are more surprising facts that play roles in our love life, whether we like it or not. In today's video, we'll introduce you to the 15 most important facts. If you like our videos, feel free to support us with a thumbs up, subscribe to Psychology in Mind, activate the little bell, and get ready for the videos we upload for you every day. Number 1. Always follow your nose. The old adage about going where your nose leads you has more truth to it than previously thought. In fact, our nose decides long before our heart and mind whether someone is a potential or prospective mate for us. Men who produce excessive amounts of sweat are automatically considered less attractive by women than the freshly showered specimens. Women who cry, on the other hand, should not get their hopes up too high. Tear fluid has the same repulsive effect on men's sense of smell as sweat does on women. The latter, by the way, do not do themselves any good by covering up their own body over with expensive perfumes. The nose cannot be fooled. Number 2. Red is love. Sociology and human biology are not the only fields that have dealt with the psychology of colors. Even such mundane sciences as marketing make use of the simple fact that some colors are better received than others. The ultimate winner in terms of clothing for people on love paths is, of course, red. How could it be otherwise? We associate passion, romance, and love with this color. If you want to increase your chances in the dating sector, wear red. By the way, red lipstick serves the same purpose with women. It is supposed to suggest the stronger blood circulation of the female mouth when it is kissed or otherwise aroused. Red streaks on the wine glass, however, tend to have a counterproductive effect. Number 3. Clear signals instead of ambiguous games. Neither men nor women want to be led around by the nose in love matters. A clear message at the right time therefore works wonders. Ambiguities, contradictory signals, and playing hard to get are therefore more of a hindrance than a help. Finding the right words is certainly not easy, but if we know what we want, we have to make sure we get it. Number 4. Winning similar facial features. We humans are creatures of habit. The familiar reassures us and gives us security and stability. So it's no wonder that we tend to be more attracted to partners whose faces are similar to ours. The longing to find a better half in whom we can literally mirror ourselves is deeply rooted in us and cannot be tricked, even in the 21st century. Number 5. Music influences attractiveness. Even if the sky isn't full of violins right now, a little music certainly doesn't hurt togetherness. Researchers have found that music always influences the perception of our counterpart, no matter who she or he is, and no matter what the sound. Apparently, music has a calming effect on our brains that has a positive impact on our willingness to pair off. Number 6. Those who know each other love each other. On average, we find people more attractive if we've known them for a while or see them more often. A familiar environment suggests to our subconscious closeness with the people who are always there at the same time with us. This circumstance also accommodates our need for security. Number 7. The influence of the media. It's hard to deny in the digital age. The media have reached the zenith of influence in our lives. What used to wash over us only from television and magazines now comes directly to our smartphones every second via social networks. Naturally, this multitude of images also influences our image of attractiveness. We more consciously perceive real people as beautiful who most resemble the most present protagonists on the web. Number 8. Attractiveness increases with the number of admirers. Apparently, there is something like an invisible rocket booster that drives up our attractiveness in the eye of the beholder when as many pairs of eyes as possible are directed at us and find us good. So, a crowd of numerous admirers still works. Number 9. Mood through voice. Here, too, science provides facts about a phenomenon. Men consider women to be particularly attractive who speak in a high, soft voice. But too high-pitched or squeaky doesn't go down well either. For the male brain, this means no threat. Women, on the other hand, prefer deep male voices that signal power and strength. This clearly serves the need for protection. Number 10. Everything under control. And now, the good news for all those who feel a little shortchanged in the distribution of attractiveness. It can be controlled. However, this option is not for the lazy. After all, health and fitness are the main factors here, but clothing, style, hairstyle, and makeup can also contribute significantly to becoming more attractive in the eye of the beholder. Number 11. It's right when the chemistry is right. Couples who have been happy together for a long time always communicate on two levels. The conscious verbal level is audible and visible to others, and is noticed by everyone present. But the really important level is the subliminal communication, which takes place only between these two people. The chemistry is then simply right. Number 12. We measure attractiveness with double standards. According to studies, it makes an enormous difference in terms of attractiveness whether we are currently in a relationship or single. As singles, we are more generous and tolerant when it comes to the word attractive. Mother Nature also controls this circumstance to encourage us to reproduce as much as possible. Number 13. Beard growth or attractiveness. That is the choice here. Men, you have to decide, long hipster beard or attracting a woman? Unfortunately, according to surveys, it's not possible to have both. The attractiveness of a man decreases in proportion to the length of his facial hair. Number 14. The smile brings it. Our grandmothers and mothers always knew a friendly face is the best business card on the dating market. But even here, differences between women and men stand out. Men like women who have a smile ready for them often and sincerely. Women, on the other hand, prefer the more composed and introverted type of man we know from action movies. Number 15. Beautiful people have it easier. Prejudice or fact? Unfortunately, a fact. Numerous studies have now proven that we automatically trust attractive people more and also grant them more. They come out better in salary negotiations, are considered more intelligent and successful, and enjoy a much higher social standing. Today's conclusion: beauty is always different and yet the same. Some of the truisms of the past are true after all, and some have since been successfully disproved. The fact that we can see at least as well with our nose as we can with our heart is certainly a new insight. The fact that we can control and influence our level of attractiveness may be a relief for some people. We've learned so much about love in the meantime, but unfortunately, we haven't really become any wiser in affairs of the heart as a result. Despite intensive research, love still retains a few secrets. That's it for today.
Thanks for watching. Did you find this information helpful? Do you have experience with it? We would love to hear from you. Leave a comment below and let us know your thoughts. For more resources about mental health, self-improvement, and psychology, visit our website. You'll find the link in the video description where you can also connect with us on social media and sign up for our email list. Take care of yourself and have a beautiful day.